Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Corey here. Um, just coming up on here just to talk about y'all about a couple things. Firstly, I just released a new song with a friend and artist that I know named Mike Oh My. We just released the song, together on Spotify, Amazon, Tidal, Google Music, YouTube, anything you can think of that, you can stream your music on, it's on there. It's a single. And, pretty soulful track, something, laid back and chill, but, with some type of meaning, something similar to, some of the newer Childish Gambino stuff y'all would hear. Some of the something similar to some of the funky Kendrick Lamar tracks you would hear. And I really feel like the track has a lot of potential. I feel like it has a lot of potential to become a hit and, do something major, So the way the track started off, sorry about that, y'all, I'm just driving. So the way the track came about, the track is called Right Eye. And it's, the artist, Mike, he wanted to convey his experiences with, the influence of karma and, the effects of karma that it has on his life, positive, negative, and even neutral. So, I've made the beat like a while ago, probably took me about 3 or 4 days to make. I was on Snapchat and I was just posting, little previews of it, showing people, what was going on and, what kind of beat it was, just showing people what it was. And, he messaged me and asked me to send it to him, and about a week or two later, he sent it back to me. And when I first heard it, I instantly thought it was amazing. The way the vocals were, the background vocals, the production of it, it really came together. And I really feel like he carried the instrumental, pretty well, really well, in my opinion, So after he sent it back to me, I was like, yo, we got to do something with this. This is something like really different. You don't hear really too many tracks like this, come out this often. It's really soulful and chill, but it also has some type of meaning and substance and, some type of content to it. So, and it turns out that, he was actually planning on releasing a mixtape that's inspired by karma, period, So the whole tape was supposed to be about, his influences with karma. And, he felt like that track was, went well enough to the point that the track went well enough to the point that, he felt like that the track went well enough to the point that, he wanted it to be on his tape. So I'm like, okay, cool, awesome. So long story short, we get to talking. I meet back up with him. He coming back down from Frostburg. We both went to Frostburg together, but, I ended up leaving. He came back down for like the weekend and we chopped it up, we talked and we had the video together. So long story short, fast forward, we got we had the concept of the video down. So now we just needed the locations and, getting people involved if we felt like it's need be. So the first location was a trail that's here in Baltimore. on the east side of town. It's called this Herring Run Park. Really nice trail, beautiful place. A lot of woods and forests, and occasionally you'll be able to see some deer and foxes and other types of animals is out there. Really nice. So we shoot it there, and I had some some of my friends and some of his friends band together and played a role of being some extras in the video, but really important. So the way it was, I came up with the idea of, okay, Derek is the artist, so he's walking down, and it's a group of people behind him, but these people are like in black masks. So the people in the masks are representing, karma the people in the mask, that's your phone. The people in the mask represents people, karma trying to grab at him and get a hold of him and, weigh him down and give him whatever it is that karma feel like it deserves. So, that whole scene right there, it, the whole scene was just Derek, Mike, rapping his verse like he's supposed to, while the group of people are chasing after him. So, after that, towards the end of the first verse, because each location is supposed to go with each verse. So at the end of the verse, he ends up being pulled down by the group of people in the mask. And, they finally managed to grab him. And that's when it transitions to a more intense part of the song. You can also find the song here on my channel. It's it's under the title of Right Eye, with Michael Myers' name. The music video already up. But it transitions to a more intense part of the song. And then it shows us, Mike being in a vacant house. My dad actually helped me out with that location. He real estate agent here in Baltimore. He suggested that we should get into a real beat up vacant house and use that as some sort of environment. Since the vacant houses here in Baltimore are usually really, really, really run down and bad. And, he felt like it would have conveyed some type of meaning and feeling. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then I decided to say, let's up the mood a little bit and, put some flair into the video. So I decided to go to Walmart and, buy some red, LED lights. And I bought a lighting kit from Service Pro here in Baltimore. It's on Falls Road. And, I set up the kit downstairs in the vacant house basement. And, the whole basement was red. The whole basement was red. And, the whole basement was red. And, it was just a really good vibe. I really liked the way it came out. Because with the intense part of the song, the red really just popped out popped out really well and really, conveyed the feeling of the video and conveyed the feeling of the song. And that part of the video was supposed to represent, karma is, this is the evil part or angry part of karma, it's coming back to get him. It's, punishing him for whatever he did. And, he's just trying to, voice his opinion and try to convince karma to, let up off him a little bit and give him a second chance, So that's when it finally transitions to a more calmer part of the song. And, it shows us like you know, shows Derek just being still and, you know, chill and calming down, and everything just quieted down. You know, we got some shots of him just walking around in Baltimore, just, you know, talking, voicing his opinion, you know, voicing like, you know, what happened to him. And, you know, at the end it was, you know, it ended. So, you know, I feel like the song is really solid. You know, I like it a lot. It's really pretty good song for our collaboration. You know, I like the production a lot. You know, I love the way he put the vocals on the beat and rolled the beat and made the beat his. You know, because I feel like whenever you hear instrumental after you heard the song, and you feel like you can't even listen to the instrumental without the words on there, I feel like that's when the artist took the beat and made it theirs. So, you know, I really enjoy it a lot. But, you know, just was coming on here just to tell everybody to check it out. You know, leave me some feedback in the comments. You know, check the music video out. You know, check his SoundCloud out, and, you know, just, you know, provide some feedback. You know, Mike Oh My on Spotify and every other major platform that's out there, you know. And I also wanted to come on here too to just let everybody know that's on, you know, my YouTube channel that, you know, I'm going to become consistent, you know, with uploading onto YouTube, because I have to, you know, realize that there's people on YouTube that, you know, likes to support what I'm doing, and there's people on here that I like to support too, you know. Like, I always tell my peoples who, you know, who's into what I'm doing, like, send me whatever you want to send me my way, you know. Just, you know, send me you know, a link to anything. I'll always check it out. You know, I'm not selfish or stingy when it comes to support, you know. Even if we don't even talk, if you just pop it up in my DMs, or, you know, you send me an email or something, I'm going to always check it out, you know. But I mainly came on here just to let everybody know that I'm going to be consistent, and I'm going to, you know, develop like a set schedule of what type of content I'm going to upload. I'm working at, you know, providing more quality content, and, you know, just trying to, you know, make a way, man. You know, try to just, you know, keep it up, keep it going. You know, it's I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of hard when you're working like 40 hours a week and you're doing, you know, security. So, you know, when you get home from walking around all day and dealing with certain types of folks all day, you know, you get a little tired. But they say if you like something, you're always gonna make the time and provide the energy to it, right? So, you know, but just, you know, get at me, whatever suggestions y'all have. Even if y'all have suggestions on certain type of content that y'all would like to see, I always listen to people, and I always listen to, you know, feedback. Feedback is always appreciated, whether it's harsh or gentle. You know, feedback is always appreciated to me, you know. Just, you know, if you email me, you just be like, hey, Corey, I want to see this type of content, or I want to see that type of content, or I feel like you should start doing this type, you know. I'll take it into consideration and listen to it, you know. So, yeah, yo, well, I'm about to go ahead and head into work now, and, you know, just keep doing what y'all doing. Thanks to everybody who, you know, ended up watching, and, you know, I appreciate everybody. Peace, y'all.